Coming up today, we'll share a chat with one of my favourite local singer-songwriters, Angela Rose.
And I see like all the different covers. It like really grinds my gears.
Really? I'll fill you in on this year's Mullet Fest. And Dan will let you know how you can watch the memorial for Paul Woolseen. Produced on Awabakal and Warramai land, this is The Good Stuff, powered by BYD on Newcastle Live.
This is
Good
stuff.
The good stuff.
This month, mullet enthusiasts from around the world will be uploading pictures to enter Mullet Fest 2023. The grand final will take place in Mullet Fest's hometown of Kurri Kurri later this year and will continue to raise funds for the Mark Hughes Foundation. There are categories for all ages and all types of mullets, so head on over to newcastlelive.com.au if you're keen to join in.
Good.
Recently, one of my fave local musos, Angela Rose, released a brand new single called Late Bloomer. Today I'm stoked to be able to share the chat that we had last month. Let's start with Late Bloomer. That's just come out. You've released heaps of singles before, and I have to just put it out there. 24 was like my absolute fave song of last year. So Late Bloomer, can you tell us what it's about?
Yeah, so I guess at the time when I wrote the song, I was like finishing a degree. So I was in that like space of like trying to, I guess, think about what I was going to do, and like there was a lot of external pressure to finish the degree, and I was like so close to finishing it, but I was like, oh, I just don't want to do it anymore. But I'm glad I did. I stuck it out and I finished it. But I was kind of like thinking a lot about like societal pressure to like figure out what career you want and like go to uni and do all those things. And like in the lyrics, it like reflects a bit about that. And then like the whole like getting married, buying a house, there's all these steps that you have to take in order to be like seen as successful.
Totally.
And I like that really didn't and doesn't sit good with me, because I'm just like, you should just do what makes you happy, and that's successful. And like when you're like, especially a creative person, like I feel like there's a lot of pressure that like if you're not like famous, then it's like, why are you doing it? Like, it's like, what are you getting out of it?
So along with this single came a gorgeous music video, which you filmed with NIDA. Can you tell me, how did that all come about?
So it was actually a Triple J Unearthed competition that they run every year. And it was like kind of like I saw it pop up on their Instagram or something. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool.
Nice.
And then the application process was literally like you just send an email saying like your name. And like a link to your unearthed profile. So it was a very surreal thing, and I still don't know why I was chosen, but I'm very grateful that I was, because it was just a really cool experience and opportunity. And working with like students from NIDA, a really cool team who just did an amazing job.
It turned out so professional. Did you collaborate with them to come up with the kind of concept, or?
Yeah, so like over a couple of months, we'd kind of like have some Zoom like calls and stuff, and they would like kind of pitch different concepts, and like, it was very much like a collaborative thing. But I was also like completely happy for them to like
just go for it,
do whatever they wanted, because I'm like not in that space very much, so I didn't have like a really pressing like thing that I wanted, if that makes sense. I was like happy for them to just do their thing. And I really love like what the concept that they like went with, and
it's so cool. It's so cool. And I love that someone like takes your place to kind of do all the dancey bits and stuff. It's so cool. Like it works really well.
One thing I said like in the Zoom calls, I was like, straight up, I'm not an actress. I am not a dancer. Like, I can sing, but like that's it. That's all I can do. So that was like, it was super great having like the dancers there to like fill that space a lot, and like the choreography was amazing. And
you actually played a little like festival quite recently. How was that?
Yeah, that was really cool. That was like my first festival. Icebreaker. It was also like the first one of that festival. But it was really awesome. Like the room was super present, which was really nice. Like when you're like like when I'm playing just my guitar and just singing, like I feel very vulnerable. Like I'm just up there like, hope you like my songs. But like, yeah, it was really nice that like the people in the room were just, really lovely. And like I felt that throughout the whole day because like I was early on, so I got to like run around and just listen to a lot of different sets. But yeah, everyone there was just there for the music, and that's
awesome.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, and so I've never gotten to see you play before, and I hope that changes soon because big fan of your music. Is that why you don't play live too often, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's like this whole thing where like I'm not a guitarist, so like I have this thing in my mind where I'm like just overthinking that whole thing. But like this year, I really just wanted to focus on like bringing out more music. Yeah, so if people hear a song at a gig and they want to listen to it again, they can. Like,
of course.
Yeah, so that's kind of been this year's focus. But like next year, I'm definitely looking at doing a lot more
live
stuff.
Yes,
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you have coming up towards the end of the year?
Yes. So, Late Bloomer is actually the title track of an EP.
Amazing.
Yeah, so all the singles I've put out this year are also on the EP, so that would be like 24, your fave.
Yeah. Love.
And
Heartless?
Heartless as well. Yep. Oh, so good.
Best day ever. Not going to lie, like, just, fan-thaying away.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
That's okay.
It's just cool to have like a collection of songs too. Like,
is this your first EP?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I have this whole thing where like when I look on like my Spotify or like and I see like all the different covers, it like really grinds my gears.
Really?
Like,
I think they're pretty. I think they're nice.
But then I'm just like, I just like it when things are like so like satisfying and like
okay.
if there's like a
I
theme.
feel like it all kind of matches though because they're all kind of pretty colours.
It does now that I like worked on the EP.
For a second there?
For a second it was like
bit of a hodgepodge.
Yeah, and it's been nice to have like some because like my previous songs had just been like, oh yeah, I'll record that. Oh yeah, I'll release that. Okay, but then like having a bit more like preparation and thought going into like a little project has been like really cool. Yeah, so that's been really fun.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Angela, it's been so awesome to talk to you, and I can't wait to hear this EP.
Yay! Thank you for having me.
This is good
stuff.
A private memorial was held today for the late, great Paul Wazine. The Screaming Jets bassist was honoured in a private ceremony in Melbourne. A video of the memorial will be made available in the coming days via the Screaming Jets social media accounts.
Newcastle Live. Newcastle Live.
That's it for the good stuff today. I'd love to say a big thank you to Angela Rose. You should definitely head on over and check out that brand new single called Late Bloomer and the music video that goes with it. Thanks heaps for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow from 4 p.m. for more of the good stuff.